the same time you go down, you go up, you are, distracted, you make mistakes, you could have also an accident. Now, to solve this problem, we can take advantage of the senses that humans have. And the most powerful sense that we have to gather information is our sight. When we look at a room, we get massive information instantaneously. Now, augmented reality is a set of technologies that superimpose digital data, digital image, into the view of the real world that we have. It's clear? Okay, so let's see in the other part of the slide. In this case, we have exactly what we need to know, exactly projected onto the screen. So we don't have to translate any digital information into the reality. We see exactly the environment. We have added information that are useful for us. Okay? Good. Now, let me try to clarify a little about, there are different definitions of reality. Of course, reality is reality, the place where we are, the environment where we are. Augmented reality, I already gave you an idea. It's the superimposition of information, data, on the view of the world that we have. Now, virtual reality. Virtual reality is like the definition, the name is saying, it's something that is a context, it's an environment that is absolutely virtual, where you are immersed and that detached you from the reality. This is a very nice experience, but it could also have. May I start? Yeah, sorry. There is a stick. Oh, there is something. Sorry. No. Back. I wanted to show you a little video. Okay. About eventually some problem that we have. This guy is thinking he's climbing on but he loses the contact with reality. So it can be it's a technical issue. Okay. Now, in order to avoid this kind of problems, of course, came mixed reality. So there is an interaction between the part of virtual or added information to the reality and the real reality. Okay. Again, technical things. We have to. Let's do with the button. Okay. Sorry, sometimes technology. I have to cancel it. Okay. Okay. Now, just to synthesize, based on what Google says, is that virtual reality can put you everywhere, anywhere, and augmented reality can bring to you anything. Okay, just a few words about this subject, augmented reality cloud. This is something that it's a 3D spatial description of the world. It's something that is underworld. Just to give you an example, will be for augmented reality what the World Wide Web Internet is for the search. When we need something now, we click Google, we look for anything, and we get a list of links to pages, to YouTube, everywhere to get information. Augmented reality cloud will be the description, as I said before, of the world, in 3 words, and will be something that will add information exactly in the place where you are and exactly on the subject that you are seeing. One thing that I forgot to say before, I told you about to think about this subject. Do you have an idea about what most probably will be, many sides they think that it will be the object that will substitute this one? Is there anyone that has an idea? No? Not watch. This. Of course, it's not exactly this, but something very, 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 very similar. Now, coming back to augmented reality cloud, what I mean is that having this available, you can, let's say, for instance, stay in front of the Parthenon, okay, and getting immediately all the information regarding the Parthenon. The history, when has been built, what happened, and so on. Or you are down in the street, you look at the restaurant, and you immediately see, sorry for my English, but you see what is their specialty, the menu, some comments from a customer that already went there, and so on. Okay, sorry. Now, I have to come back, sorry, but I probably... Okay. Yeah. Now, any kind of technology, new technology, in innovation, there is a curve that describes how this technology will be, will get the interest of the market and will be adopted. We see, it's a common curve, this one. We see the first phase when a lot of interest, a lot of expectation, a lot of investment too are coming, a lot of companies are starting developing, blah, 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 till when they arrive to the peak. Sorry, one sec, this is the point? Okay, perfect. When you arrive here, and then at the time it appears clear that, few have success with the solution, many have not success, so the interest is going down, but in the meantime the application producer are developing new version more in line with the expectation and with the needs and so on, and so you arrive here and then you start the real phase of adoption. Now, augmented reality is here, okay? We are at the beginning of the real adoption in general. Just to confirm this thing, we have some here in this slide some numbers done from research. In this case, was from the Deloitte Consulting last year. They done this. So 76% of people that have been interviewed about augmented reality are saying that are building some application, are adopting some application for their company. 53% are dealing with pilot project, 33% are deploying this technology. Some other numbers. This is from research of this year. Again, the confirmation that for 60% of the companies that have been interviewed, 68%, augmented reality is something that is absolutely important. On the right, you see which sector are investing, which of them are more investing. Of course, automotive. I already gave you an idea, but automotive already started. We have some cars already that are working exactly, maybe not in the same I explained before, but already provided something in this direction. Started investing in 2017, and in 3 years we have a huge investment. Technology, media and telecom, healthcare, just to say something, public sector, financial service, we can see that there will be in any case, in 3 years, a huge interest in adopting this solution. Now, for what this kind of technology is interesting to be adopted? First of all, on top of them, all of them, is training, to train people in some way, then to visualize and analyze the data, then assisting customer and then employees remotely, remote assistance. It's more effective with this kind of solution of technology. Or support in executing routine operations, like maintenance, for instance, or enabling workers in the moment they need to have hands-free. Okay. Then, what are the benefits they see from this technology? First of all, in terms of customer, it's a better experience. I'll show you something. But the process will be absolutely more efficient. They are convinced that they will be more competitive versus their competition. The productivity will be better, will be more efficient. The cost will be reduced. And also, decision making is something that will be absolutely improved thanks to this technology. Okay, let's see some use cases. In terms of consumer market, tourism, for instance. Okay, I already explained you something, mentioned something about the fact that you are in front of some monument, you are in front of something, and you get all the information regarding this subject. Something that for me is interesting, another application is that you are, like for me here in Greek, many labels are in Greek, I cannot understand, and so in that case, immediately you get the translation and the information about this. Retail, you can have the opportunity to see what you're evaluating to buy, to see exactly in the environment where you're going to position. We'll show you something. Navigation, I already explained you something. Video games, I'm running because, yeah. Video games, Pokemon Go, you said. And many other are coming recently. Sorry, in a while. Now, for retail, this is an example. Okay. Now, another case is in manufacturing. Manufacturing, I already told you that for sure the production will be improved. In this case, we have just an example about Boeing. In terms of cabling, they have some specific complexity, and so they add a great benefit in terms of production efficiency and the assurance that the job is done in the proper way. Also in this case I have a video that I'm going, sorry, but just click. I don't see the, I think this one, this one. Back. Okay.
Some people have the impression that wire harnesses are an easy build. They're not. There are literally thousands and thousands of wire typically in a manned craft or a commercial airliner. We look for the big changers. Wearables, as an example, is what we would call a step function change, meaning that rather than picking up seconds or minutes that we do go after, a step function change with the wearables conceivably gives us an opportunity to literally cut the build time by 25%.
We have anywhere from 3 wires, 4 wires, to 100 wires to go into one connector. So every little bit of technology really does help. Once you put them on, you'll say Skylight, it'll show you on the diagram, and then you'll take the wire and you'll just pop it in, fast as heck.
You know, there's video streaming. If you have an issue, they can see it from their laptop or wherever because you're streaming it through your classes. Then you can store it. Anytime you pull up that assembly, they can actually watch the video and say, okay, I need to build it like this. This is what the final product should look like.
Okay, Skylight, logo search 186A.
The harness that you're building gives the pilot visibility at night. The harness that you're building gives him safety visibility if something should go bad.
You know, you always want to have first-time quality. With the wearable, you always know where that wire is going to go.
Okay. 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 Again, in the factory, also this has a great application, both for control the production and to control the maintenance inside the factory. You know, because I'm convinced that one image is worth more than a million words, I show you one more video that I hope will start. In the center. Back. I don't remember if it is. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's good.
Als je dan kijkt naar Industrie 4.0, dan kijk je eigenlijk naar gecomputeriseerde productieprocessen. En wat is de basis van de machine? Dat is de operator. Wij hebben als Wemo gekozen voor een oplossing in augmented reality, omdat het inhoudt dat de operator eigenlijk zijn handen vrij houdt tijdens het werk. Wat de operator kan zien is een complete productieproces. Je kan de machine bedienen. Dus je kan hem stopzetten, je kan hem starten, je kan hem wisselen. Hij kan kiezen welke producten hij wil gaan maken met deze AR-applicatie.